Hey Flosstube, it's Lori of Mischievous Stitches. I would like to shout out a very happy Memorial Day to all of those that are here in the U.S. It is a day here in the U.S. that we honor the memory of those that have given the ultimate sacrifice of their life in defense of our country. So I just want to say once again, happy Memorial Day, everyone. And for those that are not here in the U.S., happy Monday. Today, I've had a really busy few days. My daughter, who is a military wife, her husband is a U.S. Marine, and she is home. So he will be following shortly behind her in July. So she will be with me here a couple of months, and I am just so excited. It's been over a year since I have laid eyes on my daughter and threw my arms around her. So when she pulled up in that driveway yesterday, her dad and I were just pretty much waiting by the door, just waiting for her to pull up. And it was a happy reunion. She brought along her little, I call it her little love child, her little cat. His name is Ricky. And so it took him several hours to get acclimated to the new place, but he's settling in just fine because, you know, he already knows his family. So we currently do not have an animal here of our own, my husband and I, but it's nice to have him in here and have someone just to pet and love on. So I'm sure that when he does go, when they find their own place, that we will miss him. So thanks for sharing that little life update with me. As far as Chelsea, she's happy, she's healthy. She was born and raised right here in South Carolina, but she told me that when she stopped for gas yesterday morning in Alabama, that she got out of the car and she said, "I know I'm in the South." She said, "Immediately, my body was sticky from sweat." As it was. So she is not used to the humidity anymore. She's adapting to that. She says where she was basically around 75 to 80 degrees, pretty much on average all year round. So she's not used to the heat and humidity. And when she arrived yesterday, I think it was 93 degrees. Shortly before an afternoon storm, which is common this time of year, and usually right before the storm, there's a burst of hot heat humidity. So once again, she's getting used to it. She did have a few things that she's already asked for. The first thing she wanted was a little fast food restaurant we have here on the East Coast. I don't know how far across America they are, but she did not have them in California, and that's a place called Zaxby's. They have chicken fingers, chicken wings, that kind of thing, seasoned fries, and that's what she wanted last night. So I had fixed a few things or prepared a few things for dinner. And I had made a homemade strawberry pound cake. And of course we did eat that, but we put everything else on reserve until today. So today we've got family members coming over shortly, so I hope to make this video short and sweet. We're cooking out brats and hamburgers and all the sides, and I've got the majority of my work here done in preparation for that, but thought I'd squeeze in a quick video before everyone arrives. Also, Chelsea had asked for several home foods, and it's things that she said she could not get in California. So unless, you know, she made herself, and everyone knows mama's cooking or grandma's cooking is always best. So she wants salmon patties and grits. Some of you may not know or may not eat some of these things, but they're pretty common here. But we eat salmon patties or either salmon patties and grits. And she also asked for boiled peanuts. She said she looked all over for green peanuts. So basically boiled peanuts is just what it sounds like. It's a salty snack. You just boil them until they're soft, but you have to have green peanuts to do so. So I picked up several pounds of peanuts today, and they're one of the sides. They're on the stove now in preparation for today. And I can actually smell them up here. They smell really good. And anyway, so we're going to get on into the stitching. In my last video, I had a giveaway. One was for a little pouch, in honor of Memorial Day. And I asked that U.S. subscribers apply. for this giveaway. And the winner of that giveaway for this pouch is Anne Gormely. I have not left a message on your comment yet, so if you see this before the message, I do apologize. I just got sidetracked with all the excitement this weekend. But Anne, thank you for entering the giveaway. And as soon as you respond to my comment at the email address that I will list below, then I will get this out to you. The other giveaway was for the Samplers Not Forgotten Floral Pincushion Cup Kit. And I finished this up a couple weeks ago here during Mania. And the winner of that is Jean Hanscomb. And the request that I made for those that wanted to participate in the giveaway for this piece was that they tell me whether they have a flower garden, a vegetable garden, or both. And Anne said that she has a container garden, which does still is defined as a garden, but she has that on, in containers outside. So I want to thank you as well for entering the giveaway. And let's get into the little bit of stitching that I did this week. I had started the Foxwoods Crossing River Road Church, and this I'm going to finish it up as the sleigh. And this is as far as I got. So in preparation for Chelsea coming this week, I just really went over her room with a fine-tooth comb, just cleaning and washing, hanging curtains, and I cleaned the baseboards. I ended up actually repainting the baseboards because they were dinged, and just did some touch-up painting, making the bed, that kind of thing, just sprucing everything up in preparation for her being here. So I didn't get as much stitching done this week as I would like to. The other piece that I've been working on and continue to work on is a focus piece that I hope to be finished by the end of May, and that's Birds of a Feather by Blackbird Designs. And I'm doing this as a stitch along, or originally started it with Jen of jensstitchingniche. Several others have joined in and finished their piece already, and it's been a lot of fun just to kind of support each other in the finishing of this piece. I'm now on a roll with it, but this is where I am. So this week I finished the border. It's not all the way down to the corner, but it is almost to the corner. I finished up all the lettering here. Excuse me just a second. I'm showing you the wrong side. It's this side. Yes, this side that I finished up. And anyway, I've got people coming in downstairs, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit. So I finished up this flower here and these letters, as well as this border here down almost to the end. That is not the bottom corner. It's just where my thread ran out, that color, so it'll continue on. I also finished this red cardinal, this limb, and began this bird, the head of this bird. So this is it. Hold on just a second. We're a loud family. We talk loud and we're joyous when we're together, and I thought it was someone to come in, but it's just Chelsea. She had a friend come over, so I could hear her down there talking to her friend. But here you go. So that's that. In addition to Birds of a Feather, which I'm going to continue to work on this week as a focus piece, I also finished up my tomato tart by Heart and Hand. And I finished it into this tart pan. So I didn't glue it into the pan. I did use, it's an idea I got from Michelle Farm Girl when she did the video about the thread rings that she had shown, is that right? Thread rings that she had showed us how to finish. She showed a metal die, and I used that. So this is what the pan originally looks like, just a shiny metal, and I painted over it. Instead of using my spray paint, I painted over the edges with that metallic dye. And So that's it. And my finished piece just sits down in it. And I used rickrack. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to hold it in there because I didn't glue it down, glue the edges of the Tart pan down. But I used the rickrack on the edges. So I just basted that down along the edges of it to make it look like a pie crust because it's in a tart pan or a tart crust. On the cover of the design, it showed that it was finished with a tiny little strawberry, and so I decided to give it a try because I had not done one before. And there's instructions in this box that I looked over for a tiny little strawberry, and I said, you know, I'm just going to give it a whirl. So I just freehanded the shape of the strawberry and the shape of the cap of the strawberry, and I cinched it up. You know, it was really easy. It was quick. Finishing this was not quick. As you can see, it's really lofty. It's high. That wasn't intentional, but I do like that it's high. What I did was because I didn't have any of the Pellon, the thin Pellon, what do you call it? Fusible to put on the back of my finished piece to give it a little more stability. I didn't have any of that. So I took a piece of thin cotton batting and I laid it on to the back of my finished piece. And then I cinched it up, both of the pieces together, and then I put the batting in it, which is just stuffing, not the batting, the stuffing in it, and another piece of batting. So it gave it a lot more height than I intended, but I think that looks fine. And overall, I think it looks good. I guess maybe it's the pie crust. There's just something about it that's nagging at me or nagged at me when I finished it the night before last. I love the little strawberry, but this is a tomato tart, not a strawberry tart. But I still like the look of the little strawberry. I also made just some twisted cording. I've got one of the little cording drills that you can buy. I will link it below in case you've not seen it, but it's a little cording drill that you use to make the cording. It's pretty simple. I know there's some tutorials out there for that. Overall, I'm pleased with it. There's just a little something that's tweaking at me, but I know me, and part of it's just that I guess I expect perfection from myself when I'm finishing something up, and I'm not a professional finisher. I just do it for myself from tips and tricks I've learned from the girls and guys here on Flosstube or in other places in my local stitch groups. So not what I always, when I have something pictured in my mind, I'm not always able to execute it. And so I think that was the situation here. Everyone left really positive comments about it on Instagram, and thank you for it. It's not that I dislike it. It's just what I said. I'm not totally satisfied, and it's not something I can put my finger on. So I think I'm just going to put it to the side and come back to it. And if I need to pull it apart and do what, you know, tweak it, I will, but it's okay. It's okay. So Tart pan, I got those on Amazon. I got 4 for like $7 and some change. The Pincushion, strawberry, I got 2 sheets of felt from Hobby Lobby, and like I said, just freehanded those, cutting them out. The rickrack also come from Hobby Lobby, and the twisted cording is just some of the threads that I had here on the couch that I had been using over the past few weeks to finish up different items that I've been stitching on. So there's that. So coming up June 1st, which is not that far away, we're still doing the Needlework Sampler giveaway, stitch along. And there is a Facebook group for this, which I will link below. Sue Hillis, the designer, is actually in the group with us, so she'll be cheering us on. So I have my bag, my pattern, my threads. I had a twin bag to this. I gave the bag away and was giving the pattern away too. And the young lady that decided that when the giveaway said that she already had the pattern for me to gift it on to someone else, I held a giveaway for that, and I was not contacted by the person who actually won it, so I am going to offer it up one more time. This is the Needlework Sampler by Sue Hillis. It's a stitch along that will be starting on June 1st. It's not a written in stone start date, meaning that if you put in for the giveaway and you still want to participate within the stitch along with us, that you're more than welcome to join. So leave a comment below. We were talking about Chelsea and her home cooked foods. What's your favorite home cooked summer meal? Just leave a comment about that below. I also have another item that I had thrown out there for a giveaway several videos ago and was never contacted back by the winner of the giveaway, and this is a Halloween bag that was actually passed on to me to use as a giveaway on my channel by Lisa Kindred Stitcher. So if you are interested in this bag, which is very nice, I love her little zipper pull there, little candy corn to kind of match the candy corn in the piece, and then the fabric inside is purple spider webs. And I know it is not Halloween, but Halloween is fastly approaching. So we're in summer now, and it's summer. When summer ends, Halloween will be right up behind it. So if you're interested in winning this bag, just leave a comment below and let me know if you're bag lady. So bag lady, and with this one, let me know what your favorite summer meal is. Until next time, I'm going to continue to work on, one more thing, and then we'll say our goodbyes. My husband gets on Facebook often. There's a group in their Facebook marketplace. I'm not familiar with it. I don't go onto it, but he does. And he saw this last Sunday, and it was just a few miles away, and we went and picked it up, and I'm very happy to have it. So I'm going to hold it up. So it's a needle chest on legs. So of course it was kind of an estate sale. They were selling off things from the gentleman's mother, and it's still in really good shape in the drawers. I don't know the age on it. It does have a made in China tag on the bottom, so it's, I don't think it's too old, but the flocking is still really good. It's not stained inside the drawers. It's just really nice. So I don't know what all I'm going to put in it yet, all my little treasures, but this will be a treasure chest for me. I was decided to have it. I got it home. My mother had just found herself a treasure recently, and so she wanted to borrow my wood soap. So last night, because she wanted to borrow it when she left, I decided to go ahead and get this one washed up. So I washed it down with some wood soap and went over it with some orange oil, and it shined up pretty nicely. The gentleman that had it on sale, whose relative it had blown to, had actually tried to touch it up in places on like the edges that had gotten dinged and nicked, and the dings and nicks is what makes it makes me like it the most. But he did try to go over them, and of course those places were kind of tacky to the touch after I cleaned it. But overall, I'm very, very, very excited to have it. I'm not real sure about the fabric on the top. I may change that out. It's not ugly. I don't dislike it. It just needs a good cleaning, and I might try to get a hold to that too, but I don't want to damage the wood by trying to clean that fabric. So anyway, love it, love it. Can't wait to put some treasures in there. So those are that's my find for the week. I'm going to continue this coming week to work on my focus piece. I'm going to continue to cook home cooked meals for Chelsea. I'm going to continue to just shower her with love and just spend some time with her this week. It's over a year is too much time to be separated from your child. I know many of you have done it. Many of you are going through it, but when I put my eyes on her last night and saw her voice and the love in her eyes that she, I'm sure, was seeing reflected back through my eyes, as you can tell, I'm still very excited. I'm very happy. I'm very joyful, and I look forward to what that joy carrying me through this coming week. So until next weekend, enjoy your family. Let them see the love in your eyes. Hugs and stitches, everyone. Bye-bye.